Alright guys, here's the answers to the warm-up. So on the first one, x and y, you know the opposite sides are equal, so you set those equal to each other. That's how you solve for x and y. And for 2, you add everything up and set it equal to 360 and then solve. This should have been x's. Okay, 6.3 is showing quadrilaterals or parallelograms. So we're doing reverse of what we did yesterday. So yesterday we were saying if it's a parallelogram, then this. But now we're showing how do we prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, so the properties. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite sides are congruent. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite angles are congruent. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its consecutive angles are supplementary. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its diagonals bisect each other. So we need to show whether or not this is a parallelogram. Okay? So there's 4 things we could have. The opposite sides are congruent, the opposite angles are congruent, the consecutive angles are supplementary, or the diagonals bisect each other. Now we know that these opposite angles are congruent. So we would say yes, the opposite angles are congruent. Okay, this one. These are where the diagonals bisect each other because this side is congruent to this side and this is congruent to this. So yes, the diagonals bisect each other. This would be a yes because the opposite sides they're congruent. The opposite sides are congruent. Okay, we're going to skip number 4. Okay, this would be a no because this side is not congruent to this side. So the diagonals do not bisect each other. No, diagonals do not bisect each other. Okay, this would be yes because this is congruent to this side and this is congruent to this side. So yes, the diagonals bisect each other. So what did we learn today? How to prove a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, if you have any questions, write them here. A sample test question could be like this. Whoop. Say parallelogram question mark.